See, it's hard to say.
It is, but I said it.
I'm Emily.
I'm Janette.
That's it. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to episode, what is this?
4. You already lost
we're already
count.
on episode 4.
I just said you already lost count. You said we're already on 4. Wow, those were 2 very different things.
I'm so tired, but that's why I have coffee.
Yeah.
I have San Antonio coffee, foreshadowing into this.
It's not foreshadowing very far.
About like 2 minutes, maybe. So how was your week, Emily?
It was okay. My doctor told me I was like Gumby.
Oh.
You know who Gumby is, right?
No.
Let me just show you a picture of Gumby.
That was me, like, trying to fit in, but then realizing, no. I don't understand this pop culture reference.
That's Gumby.
Oh,
Because
I know him.
Because my limbs hyperextend. So he was like, you're Gumby. You need to stop being Gumby, basically.
That kind of grosses me out. I need to pop my back now. Okay.
That was necessary?
Yes.
Oh, also, I was driving just earlier today and I saw a dude holding a scarf out the window and like keeping it secure in a handheld mirror being his mirror to the side of his car. Like he was holding it in place with a scarf. It was so weird.
That is so innovative.
It was so weird.
I wonder if it was last minute, like he looked in his back seat and saw that there was a scarf.
And a handheld mirror and he was like, we're going with it, man. I don't know. But it was a very strange thing. Please don't do ASMR in our podcast.
I just needed a sip of my coffee, okay? Once again, San Antonio coffee.
Stop foreshadowing. We're not there yet. How was your week?
Okay, so my week has been going, like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have just been doing a crap ton of homework because
It's good.
I'm leaving and I don't want to have that. And I'm over here working so hard to get all of that off my back. But I was told today that I will be missing a test for my rhetoric class, which is literally just a bunch of Greek words. Like, I don't even know what he's going to test me over. So, but he said I can do it when I get back, but... No, really? That's what he does.
Is he just going to yell things in Greek at you?
Yeah.
I hope he does.
On my test, I'm just going to write yes.
That's a
That works,
perfect
right?
idea. People can't see that I did
No.
that. I forgot this is a podcast.
I
They can't
know.
see us, stupid.
She held up her hand with an OK symbol. It's an
Yeah.
It's an Emily thing. You wouldn't get it.
What? No one else has ever made that symbol before.
No, not with that face though. Like
No,
she
no,
makes
that
a
was
specific face.
That was a weird face. I'm sorry I made that face. I hope that didn't offend you.
No, it never does.
Okay, I'm
but
really
anyways,
glad.
when I get back from my trip, he says I can take it then, which is fine. But then again, how do I study for something I don't understand?
You just, yeah,
Let me just look up Greek words.
just Google Greek words and then memorize all of them and you should be all set.
Oh my god, and then I can speak Greek.
I think my little sister's in a Greek class right now. Like she's
Oh
learning
my god,
Greek.
I'll have her take it for me.
She's 13.
She
I think
She can put on a wig.
Notice.
And wear some high heels under very long pants.
Oh, so it would be like the 2 kids trying to sneak into the movie theater in a trench coat,
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
but it's just one
But
kid.
just yeah.
With extremely tall heels.
I'm sure we have something like that
I'm sure you
somewhere in
do,
this house.
Honestly, no joke.
I saw the new Joker movie.
Don't spoil. I want to see it.
Okay, that was the end of that conversation, I guess.
No, but you told me earlier that it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, well, mainly David said that. I'd give it a
That's true.
9.9 out. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'd totally give it a
Just-
10 out of 10. It was really good.
It's okay. You can make him one up you. It's fine.
I give it a 10.1 out of 10.
Ooh.
What do you think of that, David? Okay, he doesn't think anything about that. No, it was really well done, and it was well, it was gory. I mean, it was rated R for that specific
Like
reason.
people dying kind of gory?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's the Joker.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know what
not
else
Jared
gory would
Leto.
mean.
Yeah, gory. We have a true crime podcast.
I just snorted twice and
Speaking of having a true crime podcast, I was telling one of our coworkers, I was telling her that suspenseful movies like really freak me out because I don't like horror or being held in suspense. And she was like, "You literally have a horror podcast." I was like, "No, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry." Yeah, I really got called out at work.
That is so funny.
It was really funny.
I was talking to one of my coworkers for the longest time about like scary movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it got me so excited for Halloween.
I mean, it's very close to Halloween.
I mean, I watched Hocus Pocus last night, so I guess that's a start.
I watched New Girl last night, so...
Oh, wow, spooky episode.
Oh, yeah.
I love
New Girl, the
so
spookiest
much.
show. I never got through it, but I'm
I
trying.
also restarted That 70s Show for like the millionth time.
Such a good show. I don't think I finished that one either, actually. I don't know what my deal is, man.
Oh, I got bell bottoms. That's another big moment in my life this week. I freaking love those pants.
Good for you.
They're so amazing. I wore them once so far because I'm trying to save them for ACL, obviously.
Yeah.
And I went to the Halloween store with my nephews and my sisters because they had to get their costumes.
You were wearing them,
I
right?
was wearing them. And I got like 2 compliments from 2 different like sets of people.
Dude,
love
nice.
it. Just
That's
from
so cool.
one store trip.
That's so cool, though.
And it was funny because one of them was like, "Your pants are so cute." And the other one was like, "Yeah, but she can pull them off because she's tall." And I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, thanks. What do you say to that?
Well, because right after that, she was like, they would look so ugly on me because I'm short and stuff like that.
No, but seriously,
like,
how would you respond to
No,
that?
I literally was like, oh, thanks. I don't know, but I always get, "Oh, you're so tall." Like it's a compliment. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, it's...
Is it a statement or a compliment?
I
think
don't
it's a statement.
know. The
like,
same
just
thing
saying,
happens to me, yeah.
"You're tall."
It's so weird. Like, people...
But they say it like it's a compliment. Like, "Oh, you're so tall."
I mean, I think since we're tall, we don't get it. Like,
It's
I'm sure
true,
we'd get
but,
it
like,
if we were shorter.
But I know, like, so many, like, shorter people want to be tall.
Yeah.
So I guess it is
Probably
a
a
compliment.
compliment. Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
It's This is an episode on why being tall isn't fun.
Why it's spooky.
Well, she's 5'11" and I'm 5'9", so like we're pretty tall for girls, at least.
Yeah, I don't know the average height, so
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up though. Wow,
I love that.
this has been really productive so far.
I'll leave y'all's guesses in the comments. We don't have comments.
5'4".
Wow.
Okay, we're giants.
We're definitely
That's
above
so
average.
weird.
Okay, but that movie Tall Girl, oh my god.
Hey, don't disrespect her. She wears a size 13 Nikes. Men's.
Have you seen those TikToks where they'll like record that one part where she's like name or what is it? Like names
beat that.
Oh, beat that.
Yeah.
She says beat that. And like everyone will like have their own issue. There was one of this Chinese guy and he said, my teacher called me Ching Chong.
Oh my gosh. That's so sad.
It's depressing.
It's so sad.
And this girl is complaining about her size 13 Nikes. Men's.
You can't forget the men's.
But anyways.
Okay, do you want to get into this
Yeah.
story? We've been talking for way too long now.
Okay. So,
Okay, just...
welcome back to the spookiest podcast you will ever hear of. It's me, your host.
We've already
Welcome.
introduced ourselves.
Welcome.
It's like 10 minutes into the
To
podcast.
I was trying to make it spooky, get in the mood.
I'm sorry, please.
Welcome. Okay, so jumping right into it, I had a trip to San Antonio. Oh, flashback. That's the name of my coffee, by the way. This was the summer after my senior year, so it was like...
Oh, this was recent. I forgot how recent this was.
Yeah, it was when I saw Shawn Mendes in concert. Hey.
That's still... Okay, hold on. Real quickly, just a side note. That's the voicemail on her phone. Like, if you call her and it goes...
I forgot that's what it...
If you call her and it goes to voicemail, she's like, sorry, I can't answer the phone. I'm at a Shawn Mendes concert, which means in the middle of a Shawn Mendes concert, she whipped out her phone and recorded her voicemail.
I remember recording it. I was so proud. I don't know why. Like, instead of watching Shawn Mendes perform, I'm over here making a voicemail.
It's been like that for like 3 years now. That was the moral.
It's funny, and like I've been through like interviews and stuff, like with my internships and all that, and like I've missed everyone's call at least once.
Oh no.
Everyone has heard this.
Yikes.
I'll just change it. Oh, I'll change it when I go to ACO.
Oh, okay.
So
it'll be just a new artist.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll do Tame Impala because I love them so much.
Do Childish Gambino.
I mean, yeah, I will be there
Yeah.
for him. I just won't be up front.
Okay, anyway, sorry, back to your story.
Okay. So anyways, yes, we went to San Antonio for a Shawn Mendes concert. Call me.
No, Janette.
If you want to hear the voicemail. Wait, we should record it and then put it on our Instagram. Anyways, okay. I gotta get in the spooky mood. So, we were staying at a hotel on the Riverwalk called the Drury Plaza, which is actually very old. I didn't really look up the history of it because that's not the hotel I'm focusing on today.
This is just a side story.
Yeah,
okay.
My own personal story that happened in San Antonio, so
Cool.
just wanted to throw that in there.
Okay, yeah.
So, anyways, but I do know that it used to be a bank, like, forever ago, like, in the 20s, I think.
Oh.
And so, if you go down to the, like, basement area, there's, like, huge vaults, which is kind of creepy. It's actually really pretty, honestly.
That's really cool.
It's a very pretty hotel. But, it's spooky. So, I think we were staying on the 4th floor, and... Okay, it was our first night, nothing happened, whatever. The second night, the second day, we were out on the Riverwalk, like, all day, you know, doing all the activities, shopping, eating. And we come home late at night, not home, to the hotel late at night. I'm in the shower.
Saucy.
Spicy. I'm in the shower, and all of a sudden, I feel a pain on my leg. And I look down, and there's blood everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
And, like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, there is so much blood. And, I mean, I know what y'all are probably thinking. 1, it was not that time of the month.
Oh my gosh.
And 2, I didn't even bring a razor with me. So I can't have, like, shaved my leg and then, like, cut myself on accident.
Yeah.
I look down on my leg where it's hurting. There's, like, 3 huge, like, scratches on my leg. I literally, in that moment, I froze. I didn't even know what to do because I was scared to death. And then I realized that there was freaking scratches on my leg. So I started screaming and bolted out of the shower, left it on. I'm naked.
That's so freaky.
It was so scary. And a weird part, as soon as I got out, because I found a towel, obviously.
Oh, good.
So I put it on. I go into, like, the living area of the room, and I was looking at it, and it already healed. Like, it was already scabbed up and everything.
That's really weird.
And there was no more blood coming out.
That's
And I
really
thought that was
weird.
even creepier than the actual blood coming out, because
I
it's
mean,
like...
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Yeah, like, especially if you get out of the shower, you have to, like, hold it because, like, the water and, you know, like,
yeah,
it's just not good.
No.
Like, you know, you've cut yourself with, like, a razor on accident.
Oh yeah,
like,
everybody has.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not dudes.
It's a freaking... David said yes.
Oh, did he say yes? Oh yeah, great. They have to shave their face. I forgot about that.
But anyways,
thank you for being our consultant.
But yeah, so it literally immediately scabbed up and everything, and I was so scared. that night, because we had to go to bed, obviously, I was sweating the whole night because I couldn't sleep. I had to keep my eyes closed because if I opened them and seeing like the dark room, like that scared the hell
you out more.
Yeah, because then I don't know, like it was just so scary. And I actually have videos of me because Janette,
I remember.
Yeah, because my sister, she
thought it was funny.
Yeah, well, my whole family thought it was funny. Which I mean, now that I look at it, like my reaction was kind of funny.
You just walked out. You were just sobbing out of the shower. Yeah, no, I've seen videos.
Yeah, no, they're hilarious, but you can see the scratches in the video. So, but anyways, that was my story, because the next morning we went down to the lobby and we were talking to the lady we were checking out and stuff, and my mom was like, have y'all ever heard any ghost stories in this hotel? And they were like, I mean, yeah, some of our guests have like said things, and my mom was like, well, she got scratched in the shower, and they're like, I'm so sorry to hear that. And I was like,
is it still like scarred over? I don't remember.
I think, oh, that is from my charm bracelet. I think for a while there was like a mark, but I don't see if it is there. I don't know where it's at.
Okay,
like I know the general area, but no, there's no scar. I tried not to like touch it or anything so it wouldn't scar, because
no, that's fair. That's
a scary scar.
do ghosts usually scratch? That's not normal, right?
No, that's only demons.
Oh, it's demons.
But if you're talking about like in the Bible, it states that you can only be possessed if you don't have like God in your heart and stuff like that.
Okay.
So like I don't know, and like they go deep into it. So if you believe in like demons and ghosts and all that, then I suggest like reading into those sections, because it's really interesting in the Bible. But anyways,
that's terrifying.
Very terrifying.
I hate it.
Because I mean, regular ghosts, like they
just kind of throw things at you. Well, I mean, there's some that are.
Well, it depends on if the ghost is angry.
Yeah, if they died peacefully, they tend to be more chill.
I mean, I'm not a ghost expert. Maybe it's not a demon, but I do know that, I mean, demons are the one that possess.
Yeah.
So maybe, I mean, I don't know. It could have been just a regular ghost. I mean, all I know is that all these people are just stuck in purgatory and they don't have a place to go. Because they're not good nor bad.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, there was my story. But I did want to talk about a hotel, but not specifically the Drury Plaza, where I stayed, because the history and all that is just not as entertaining. And the hotel that I will be going over, which is also on the Riverwalk in San Antonio, so it's the same location and everything. It's called the Menger Hotel. It has a lot more fun ghosties.
I'm excited. Well,
and so, I mean, you're spooked. I can already tell.
Yeah.
Emily doesn't do good with like ghosts, so I find that kind of
with true crime.
Hold on. Quick side story, real quick. One time she spent the night at my house. And I always like knew my house was haunted in some way or another, because I've had some visitings. Maybe a story for another podcast. Anyways, but Emily and I were sleeping in the playroom, and I told her, we were literally going to bed, and I was like, hey, you know this room's haunted, right? And she was like, And then throughout the night, I was like touching her, and like she was like, stop it. And I was like, I'm not doing anything. And then anyway, she was spooked, and she said, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And then she was like, I lied, I was gonna sleep in the other room. And I was like, you literally just exposed yourself. But anyways,
that's about how much of a wimp I am and how much I hate ghosts. Okay. Let's talk more about ghosts. So it's the Menger Hotel.
Yes, the Menger Hotel.
Okay.
Was. Okay, so it started in 1840.
Okay.
When it was just like a cattle barren town. Like, the Menger Hotel is the oldest hotel in San Antonio.
Oh,
which,
really?
I mean, hints to why it's
That's really
freakishly haunted. Okay, so the Alamo was February 23rd, 1836 through March 6th, 1836. So, I mean, which is kind of crazy because...
I didn't realize it was such a short amount of time.
But I mean, if you think about it, it was just literally a massacre, so...
It's sad.
Very sad.
Okay, anyway, enough about the Alamo.
Not enough about the
Alamo. Wait, no, don't forget... Remember the Alamo. That's what it is.
I know, like, what?
I almost said don't forget the Alamo, but that's not its catchphrase.
Oh, I thought you were saying, like...
No, I was saying enough about the Alamo. I was saying we're done talking about it. Yeah.
But then I was like, wait, no, like, that's... This whole thing is surrounded by... But anyways, okay. His name was William Menger.
Oh, so they named it after him. Or he named it after himself.
Yeah, him and his wife basically ran it all. And the Civil War actually placed a very heavy weight on the business. So he was forced to shut down the establishment for a tad bit.
Sad.
So, yeah. But anyways, not so many years later... William Menger passed away in the hotel on March 1871. Mm-hmm. And so literally the whole city like came for his funeral and all that. And yeah, he had a funeral at the hotel. So there's another death that probably is... I mean, I'm not going over his ghost, but I'm sure he's haunting the hotel too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyways... So on top of that, there was a big fire, a devastating fire, it says. So that put a damper on the hotel itself.
I mean, yeah.
For
was
sure.
it like, did a lot of it burn down, or was it like an inside fire?
It was an inside fire, so it just destroyed like the inside, obviously, but there was no casualties.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, if none of the ghosties there, hopefully, are not from that fire. Unless they want to come back and be like, ooh, fire.
Yes. How ghosts work.
The fire was in 1924, if the people who like to keep up with dates. There you go.
Give us the dates, man.
It was an oil explosion, by the way.
Oh, yikes.
There was also robbers, because it was in a passing town, so it was kind of the only thing to rob in that area at the time.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
And another cool thing about the history is the famous visitors. So, I mean, there's these girls. I can't remember. Lily Langtree and Sarah Bernhard. I was about to say Bernard, but this is not The Office.
This is not The Office. That is correct, actually.
And then some political people that everyone knows of is, of course, General Robert E. Lee and
You
Ulysses.
just know that because that's the high school we went to.
Everyone knows who that is, though. I mean, yes, it was my high school, but... And then Ulysses S. Grant and William Sidney Porter.
Who was not a politician.
Oh, she was an author. My goodness. I was just reading off the list. My bad. Oscar Wilde. I don't know.
Oh, wait, Oscar Wilde?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he did some big stuff, man.
Who? Or we like what? Sorry. I don't know this author.
It's okay. Yeah,
And also
Oscar Wilde
Sidney Lanier? I don't know that author either.
Yeah. Oscar Wilde did, let me see, The Picture of Dorian Gray. I don't know.
Is it author or a painter?
He was an author.
Oh.
He was an author. Okay, anyway.
Okay,
enough
anywho.
about Oscar Wilde.
He stayed there.
He did poems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Loveless.
I just knew his name. Sorry. I'm a fake Oscar Wilde fan.
Anyways, so there is actually a good amount of perhaps one of the most famous of all the Manger's guests would happen to be a guy named Bill.
Wait, does that actually say that?
Yeah, I literally just read it off of his article.
Bill?
In the 1900s, a fair performer did the utterly unthinkable. He departed the manger without paying his bill. You got to wonder how desperate he was to avoid the payment because he just so happened to leave his 750-pound bull alligator behind.
Was this Bill?
Yeah.
Man, he does sound like a legend.
What a legend.
I'm okay.
Well, his name wasn't really Bill, but they didn't know his name. But since he didn't pay his bill, they called him Bill.
Okay. Okay, cool.
So anyways, but yeah, now today in the recent years, and there's the hotel. But,
Okay.
I mean, they
pretty.
can't see it, but we'll post a picture. It is very pretty, but you can tell it's spooky.
You can tell it's spooky.
You can tell it's spooky. I mean, I'm sure they keep up with it, obviously, considering it's still like running today. It's a very old hotel. All the way from right after the Alamo till today, and it's still thriving.
Well, I don't know if it's thriving.
Well,
I've never been there. I don't.
You can like stay in the ghostie rooms and stuff, just like the Stanley Hotel in Colorado.
Oh, really?
It's like the same stuff.
Ooh, we need to do one on the Stanley Hotel at some point.
I love the Stanley Hotel and The Shining because it's based off of it. Anyways,
Spoiler alert! I'm just kidding.
I just love haunted hotels.
Wait, can
So
you
honestly,
do
I
like
could
a
do something.
ghost tour there?
I'm sure you could. Honestly, yeah.
That's really cool.
They have non-smoking rooms.
Oh, perfect.
All right, so let's get into the ghosties, shall we?
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay, so the very first ghost, he's probably the least like interesting.
Sorry, I just saw one of her like titles. It just says "Guest sees Sally" in all capital letters. Tell me about Sally.
No, you skipped ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so first we're gonna go with Teddy Roosevelt. He haunts the bar.
Oh, that's really cool.
And
or interesting, not cool.
No, it is really interesting. But I chose him first because it's not as depth. It's just kind of like he's there. But they said that he's the least spooky, obviously, because all he does is literally does his own thing at the bar.
He just hangs out.
Yeah,
perfect.
And sometimes he'll like stare at like the workers and stuff, but like they're used to it and they know it's Teddy Roosevelt, so they're just like, hey dude, what's up?
Okay, yeah.
Every time we pause it, I just want to make sure we're recording.
We recorded like 10 minutes earlier, nothing recorded.
I know, literally, I was just going off. Anyways, okay, so yes, Teddy Roosevelt just kind of lingers. And it says that, also, by the way, I want to cite my source real quick because I keep like going back to it. The article that I'm mainly going off of is ghostcitytours.com.
Oh, perfect.
So there you go. Anyways, but yeah, it says that he mainly lingers, like after hours, like after the bar hours, because, I mean, guests haven't really seen him, but all the employees have.
Okay.
And it's funny because one of the employees, he was brand new, and I guess no one really...
Oh, no.
I guess no one really warned him. So,
he got... Oh.
This poor kid. Like, okay, it says here, Teddy Roosevelt... Oh, it did say sometimes he was a bit vocal. Like, he would...
Oh, he would just, like, chat?
Like, he would make noises and move things. Like, he would make noise. But,
he would never be a guest.
Yeah, but he was chill.
He was still nice, though.
Yeah, for sure.
He was like Robin Williams as Robin. I almost said Robin Williams as Robin Williams.
Yes.
Robin Williams as Teddy Roosevelt.
But yeah, okay, so this new employee, he didn't know that Teddy Roosevelt was down there.
Oh, no.
And he didn't know that there was even a ghost that will be staring at him as he's like cleaning stuff.
Yeah, I'd be pretty scared too.
He, in this whole like paragraph right here, basically what it was saying was, this poor brand new kid, he was cleaning and he looked up and literally saw Teddy Roosevelt just staring at him.
Oh, that's so not funny, but I'm just imagining a president while I'm at my job, just a president looking over at me and just watching me work.
I looked up and Teddy Roosevelt was just staring at me.
Yeah, it's not funny. I'm sure he was
That's the title
terrified.
of this episode.
I looked up and Teddy Roosevelt was staring at me. Okay. Let me take note of that real quickly so I don't forget.
Anyways, and he freaked out. He literally didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So he ran to the doors opening to that room, but they were locked.
Oh, no. Oh, buddy.
So that kid, and he would keep looking back, and Teddy Roosevelt just chilling.
Oh, that's so
just
scary.
staring at him.
That's absolutely terrifying, though.
But it's my man Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, I think that's the least scary part about it is because it was Teddy Roosevelt.
It's like kind of funny. Like, I don't want to laugh, but also like Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, I feel so bad for him. I know that I'd feel really like terrified in his situation, but
well, yeah. I mean, honestly, no matter who the ghost is, I feel like I'd be spooked.
Oh yeah,
if
for
I
sure.
saw one,
but I feel like I'd be less spooked if it was Teddy Roosevelt.
I kind of want to ask him questions.
So presidency, how was it?
It was stressful. Okay. The end.
Okay.
All right. So,
anyway.
anyways, so he like kept looking back and like noticing that he was still staring at him, and so he was literally like banging on the door, like trying to get out, and he literally like punched holes into into the door to get out of the room.
That poor guy.
He quit a few days later.
I mean, I would too. Why was the door locked? Did Teddy Roosevelt lock the door?
I don't know. It literally just says here that he didn't realize that the door was locked.
Oh, that's so sad. I hope he's okay now.
Oh, he thought the door was locked.
Oh, he thought it was locked?
But it says the door was unlocked, but the damage had been done. Instead of just
that poor guy.
He was just scared.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I absolutely can't say anything. I've never been in that situation, but seriously, if I looked up and a ghost of Teddy Roosevelt was just staring at me, I'd probably start freaking out too.
Teddy Roosevelt, just like, yeah.
It's his name.
I know. But the ghost of Teddy Roosevelt staring. It sounds like a Cards Against Humanity card, right?
It really does. I actually think he haunts the White House too.
I mean, probably. Does he have unfinished business? Teddy, speak to me.
No, don't speak to us, Teddy.
You don't want Teddy Roosevelt?
I don't want
staring at you in your room.
No, I absolutely don't.
Not even Teddy Roosevelt.
No, I don't. No. What I said is I'd feel more comfortable
if he was dead.
He's not dead.
May he rest in peace.
He's not dead. No. What I said is I'd feel more comfortable if it was Teddy Roosevelt. That doesn't.
So what we're saying, Teddy, is do not come.
Thank you.
Anyways, all right, moving on. So there's Teddy's little story. That's all he does at the hotel. So, next one is a girl named Sally.
Hey,
here's your girl. And I spelt it wrong in my notes, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well.
Okay, so Sally White.
Wait, how did you misspell it? I need to know.
So Sallie is the correct way of spelling her name, but I spelled it like the classic Sally.
Oh, okay, that makes sense, yeah.
But anyways, whatever. They're both Sally. So Sally White is her maiden name, and the reason why they put her in with her maiden name is because of her story.
Oh, no.
It's actually Sally Wheeler. But, so Sally was one of the Menger hotels. I always get it mixed up.
We've been talking about it for like 30 minutes.
But she was one of the like most beloved staff members.
Oh no.
They loved her. She loved her job. And she was so sweet. Like she was probably the sweetest person that you could come across. And
listening to anything paranormal and you say she was a sweet person, you just know something bad's gonna happen. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just had to say that.
You're good. Go off.
No, that was it. I'm done.
So it says she took pleasure in completing her daily duties as a chambermaid.
Okay.
But the reason why she loved her job so much was it was an escape from her home life.
Oh no.
Which was her husband. What was his name? Harry Wheeler. He was a very jealous type, and apparently thought that she was just like with other guys at a hotel. I don't know. literally, that's probably the first thing that came to his mind when she's like, I gotta go to work.
So, because she was doing her job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Sure.
So, Harry Wheeler had been waiting for her at his house. Like, this had been going on for a long time.
Okay.
His jealousy and all of that. But that's why she liked to stay at work and, like, work overtime.
Aww.
She didn't like to go home. I mean, it was probably one of those, especially during the time period. I bet it was really hard to, like, leave him.
Wait, when was this one?
This one was 1876.
Okay. Oh, no.
Well, actually, that was the day she died. But yeah, at the same time.
I gotcha. Yeah. What? She dies? I'm just kidding.
I was about to be like, are you surprised we're talking about her ghost?
Okay, sorry.
Anyways, so Harry Wheeler had been waiting for her to come home with a fully loaded pistol.
Oh, no.
Sally ran from him.
Oh.
She bursted out of their shared home. She ran down the street, hoping and praying to close the 2-block gap to the Manger Hotel where she could find safety.
Oh.
So she was running straight to the hotel.
Yeah.
He followed her down those 2 blocks, and when he caught up, he closed his hand around her throat and unloaded the 6-shooter. So he shot her 6 times while he was, like, choking her.
Oh.
Like, he just straight up was like...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, 1 in the abdomen, spine, leg. I mean,
it was
6 different spots.
Overkill.
Yeah,
oh,
literally.
That's so sad.
And what's really sad is before that happened, she would stay the night at the Manger Hotel because she was afraid that he was going to do something like this anyways.
Oh, no.
But then the one time that, like, she did, like, go home, he did it.
That's heartbreaking that she didn't feel like she could go home.
Yeah.
And
it makes you wonder, like, what else he was doing, like... Because, like, if he's the jealous type, then a lot of those guys are like, oh, you're my property, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and then in the 1800s, like, you know, women had absolutely no at all. Oh, sad. But anyways, so that's how she died, and that was 1876.
Was she shot on the property, or was it...
No, that was, okay, so somehow she survived that. And,
oh my gosh.
But died at the hotel.
Oh.
So...
Poor girl.
Yeah, she died on the 3rd floor. So I guess...
She got up to the 3rd floor?
Like, I bet... it doesn't really go into detail, but, I mean, I think, out of my own brain, that since it was such a small, like, area, you know, I'm sure people heard, and I'm sure she got help since she was very beloved.
Oh, yeah.
And she just kind of died. But, I mean, that's insane. So, anyways, that's how she died. It was 1876. So, how she haunts the hotel, because every ghost has their own little thing.
Of course, yeah. Like Teddy Roosevelt just drinks, apparently.
Okay, so today, in 2019, Sally White's ghost is still seen frequently throughout the hotel, but, of course, especially on the 3rd floor where she died, because that's usually how ghosts work.
Yeah.
It seems even in her death, Sally enjoys her work at the Manger, for she is most commonly seen clutching an armful of towels or sheets to her chest.
Oh, no.
So it's like she's still working.
That makes me so sad.
At least she liked her job.
Oh, I want to punch her husband in the face. I'm glad that it used her maiden name and not her actual married name. Do you know if he, like, got prosecuted or anything?
Dude,
like,
honestly, maybe that's like since it was basically a murder, maybe we can, like, dig into that on a different podcast. Like that.
But this is a ghost one, so we're not.
I know, I honestly don't know that.
Yeah.
I was not prepared. Anyways. So, guests have seen Sally walk through doors, walk through walls, as though there's no barrier, you know.
Isn't it like with ghosts, if they walk through a wall, that means that whenever they were there was a door there? Like, while they were actually alive?
I don't
that
know.
Place? I feel like that would make sense.
Maybe. I mean, it says she walks through doors too, though. So.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe they renovated a little bit.
Yeah. On a specific occasion, a guest had just gotten out of the shower when she saw Sally's apparition. What? Apparition? I don't know, but folded sheets at the end of the bed. It's like she kind of helps you out.
That's so sad. She was just doing her job. Oh, my heart.
The guest was scared to death and plummeted down the stairs.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways,
You okay?
Oh yeah, they're good.
Oh good. Okay.
So, and then another time, if she is feeling upset or anything, the most she does is tingle up your sheets.
Oh. What a sweet girl. She didn't deserve that.
Yeah. So, like, she's a pretty chill ghost too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
she only helps you with your folding.
I appreciate that.
But
I would definitely appreciate.
But
a ghost folding my
that's
laundry.
still scary to like see a ghost just chilling there with like.
Oh.
Well, she doesn't chill; she walks. But anyways.
She's not Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh no, there's only one, a T. Roosevelt. So yeah, there's Sally. Okay, so the last, like, out of the 3 most famous ghosts in this hotel is a guy who was named Captain Richard King.
Okay.
And his ghost name is the Ghostly King.
Cool. I want that name.
Now, Sally's story was actually very depressing.
Yeah.
The Ghostly King story is not depressing. I mean, it's sad because he's dead, but, I mean, he was old. So, anyways, awesome. So, he developed a love and appreciation for the Menger Hotel during his trips to San Antonio for business. So, he would go there a lot for business because he worked as a cattle-bearing king.
Cool.
He was a king, basically.
Yeah.
So he went to San Antonio a lot for his business, and he stayed so often, actually, that the hotel, like, gave him his own private suite on the 2nd floor.
Oh, dude.
So
That's really cool.
yeah, so cool. And then
Don't say it like that. Oh, that's scary. Okay.
so cool. And then King, he grew deathly sick. He had stomach cancer.
Oh no.
Sad. Towards the end of his life, and he actually requested to be brought to his private suite where he passed away on April 14th, 1885. So he, like, asked to, like, go to his favorite hotel. Like, I mean, it's actually kind of sweet. But, yeah. And so he also had his funeral downstairs in the lobby of the hotel. So, I mean, that's kind of creepy, honestly. But yeah, there is that. And it was, the celebration was the largest funeral procession seen in quite some time in San Antonio.
Oh wow, so he was really well known.
Yeah, he was. And he just, yeah, well, I love that. So his ghostly activities.
Tell me about him.
So, guests have reported all sorts of...
I love your titles. Guest and Ghostie King. I'm sorry, please keep going.
The title. I love them. I just love saying ghosties. I love ghosts. Guests have reported all sorts of paranormal phenomenon in the suite, especially the sense of being watched.
Oh, I hate that.
One particular woman.
Okay.
One woman sleeping awake, only to glance at the foot of the bed and see Captain King watching her.
Oh, ew.
So she was asleep, and she woke up and was like, he was just there.
Dude, get out of here. You can't be in here.
That's his suite. Get out. You're not in.
paying to be
died
there.
in here for a reason.
She's paying to be there.
Others have claimed heavy footfalls, paddling, like heavy, all that. In addition to hearing like shutters on the windows, open and close, and then Captain King's apparition has been spotted roaming the hallways on the second floor and disappearing through doorways.
Oh, that's really fun.
Yeah, I mean, so him and Sally had that in common when, Teddy Roosevelt literally just stayed there. But, I mean, him and Sally would, like, actually wander, so, I mean...
Yeah.
I think Teddy Roosevelt is one of the most popular because it's freaking Teddy Roosevelt,
Probably.
So, but then the other two are, like, probably seen the most because they actually, like, go...
They move, yeah.
Anyways, but the strangest paranormal activity of all must be the dancing red orb. So, do you know how orbs work, right?
Vaguely? Give me a quick rundown.
So, like, okay. If you have a camera with a flash.
Okay.
Mainly, like, a real actual camera. I mean, today you could use, like, the phones because their cameras are very high quality. But if you use a camera with a flash, it can catch basically the rim of a ghost.
Oh, okay,
because
I
of
gotcha.
the light.
Yeah, I think my grandma has a picture and she has like 3 orbs just floating around her. It's like framed somewhere. I don't...
So his is a red orb. And
that doesn't seem good.
Like an abnormally large. That's why people are like, oh, that must be him because it's like... And it's in his suite or on the outside of his suite.
I guess that makes sense for him to be his, but
I think it's weird that it's red.
Yeah, that sounds like terrifying that it's red. If I saw a red light, I'd be really spooked.
But yeah, so is the last sentence of this little article is, what is the cause of this red orb? Because a lot of guests were like wondering.
Yeah.
And is it perhaps a signal that Captain Richard King is closer? Guests even realize.
Is closer than guests realize?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Okay, well, that's terrifying.
Yeah, but anyways, so there's Teddy Roosevelt, Sally White, not Wheeler.
No, not Wheeler.
Not Wheeler. Sally White, the sweetest little chambermaid.
She deserved so much better. Do you know how old she was?
Let me look that up. I couldn't find her age that she died.
Right.
I mean, she was probably young, honestly, but...
yeah, from the picture, she looked, like, really young.
Yeah. But her funeral cost $32.
I wonder if that was a lot, like, back in the day. I bet it wasn't...
probably. It was 1875.
1875?
Yeah, 76.
Okay.
So... You found it?
Yes, sorry. Yeah, so basically it would cost $641 in today's money.
Oh.
That was a really bad way for me to say it. I did not
noticed
say
it was
that
such
well.
like an odd pop.
It was really like clunky. Oh well. I got the information
that was
across.
Well, you forgot in the 89 cents.
Oh, and 89 cents. This is your podcast right now.
I know, but you were the one that wanted to look it up. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. But
those are so sad. Well, especially hers. Hers made me very sad.
If y'all go to San Antonio, if y'all want a spooky experience, this whole thing has just been an ad. Come on down to the Manger Hotel.
Sponsored. No, we're not sponsored. Please don't sue us.
Imagine.
I don't think we can get a hotel to sponsor us.
And that iconic of a hotel.
That would be really cool.
Oh, man.
Maybe we can get the Stanley Hotel to sponsor us.
Dude.
I don't think we can get
the
Stanley.
Stephen King.
I think they have enough business.
Oh, God, yeah.
They don't need our, 4 followers to go up there.
13?
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Come on now. It's only our 4th episode. Honestly, I'm impressed.
Yeah,
Not
me
gonna
too.
lie.
I saw that we had someone from Britain listening to us. Did I tell you that?
What?
Yeah. I was telling my friend David about this.
Your
and
friend?
No.
Did you just
No, I have
oh.
another friend named David.
It's like, did you just friend zone your
No.
boyfriend?
Well, hold on. It was on Snapchat. I think I saved the messages. Okay, but I don't have it saved, but I basically remember he was saying that since there's someone from Britain, we're basically Pitbull now and we are Mr. Worldwide. So he said that we should make our podcast Horror Slumber Party worldwide. So
Honestly, we could put that in our bio.
that we are now Pitbull.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Thanks, guys. I'm glad that we're Pitbull now.
Okay, but for real though, all the people listening right now, like, true MVPs,
honestly, thank you so much.
Like, if actually when we become super popular, y'all can say y'all were here from the beginning. That's kind of
Why'd
like,
you make
legit.
it when? Why'd you do that?
When we're, it's more like optimistic.
Yeah,
Come on,
optimistic.
rather than if. Come
You're
on.
right. I'm just so not
Come on,
optimistic.
what's on your shirt?
Stop doing that to me. I fall for it every single
You
time.
really do. Oh man.
You know the joke when you put your finger on someone's shirt, they look down, then you swipe
Flick
their
'em.
face. I don't. She keeps doing that to me, and for some reason, I literally
I
fall
did
for
it
it
way
every
too
time.
much to my boyfriend. Now he literally knows when it's coming. All I had to do is like not even do it yet, and he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't gonna do it, and he's like, yes, you were.
I'm just so gullible. I can't.
It's okay. I'll do it to you again in about 5 minutes.
You will, and I'll fall for it. It's really sad, actually.
But anyways, I really hope y'all enjoyed. Oh yeah, I was talking about how this is an ad, but it's not. But yeah, if y'all really do want like a ghost tour or anything, like they have those. If y'all want to like, I'm sure you have to like book in advance to get like the suite or like stuff like that, of course. But yeah, totally check it out. If y'all want, y'all can. If y'all want, like.
If you want to.
If you want, you can also check out the Jewelry Plaza where I found my own horror experience. It was very scary. And then maybe y'all can come back after y'all's vacation down in these hotels and give us your experiences.
Well, they're like right next to each other, so you can just like stay one night in one and then the next night
really,
in
like
the
just
other.
have like a weekend trip. And
Yeah, I mean, if you live close to San Antonio.
you can have a weekend trip even if you don't live close.
Just because we live close to San Antonio doesn't mean
oh
everyone
my
can
god, you're
have a
right.
weekend
Worldwide,
trip.
worldwide.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, our Ireland listen. We don't have any Ireland listeners.
Was that just the first?
That was just the first country I could think of.
Well, you know, if y'all can, try to visit San Antonio because it's one of the most haunted places in America, and it's pretty legit. So
Yeah.
visit the Alamo too. I mean, while you're down there, remember the
Yeah.
Alamo.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that was a very depressing massacre right there. But
It really was.
yeah. So those were some ghosties. I love saying ghostie.
I
Honestly,
can tell.
take a shot every time you hear me say ghostie.
Do not take a shot.
In this, like, replay it and take a shot every time you hear me say ghostie.
Okay, well, they're gonna replay this hour again.
No, probably not.
Okay.
But we should tell them to play the very end where I say take a shot every time I say ghostie in the beginning.
Yeah, so fast forward to about 53 minutes in, and then go back to the beginning.
But once again, this is still the
Crap.
ending. We
Okay,
can maybe
or-
put it in the description.
Or we could
Wait,
not.
yes, we can put it in the description. Just like take a shot every time you hear
Okay,
her
we'll
say
put it in the
ghostie.
description. Okay, anyway,
Yes.
thank you for listening
Yeah.
to our podcast.
So how many shots did you take? All the way, by the way, I mean, the whole ghosties after I said, oh, we should do that whole shot thingy, those count too. Ghosty. Okay.
Stop it.
They're gone. Like literally
They've been gone.
No, like they're
they
so
left?
drunk. No, they're so drunk that they're just
Oh, I thought you meant that they just left, which is fair too.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Ghosties. I will haunt you if you
Stop,
leave.
stop. Okay, so follow us on Instagram.
Can you haunt someone if you're not
Oh
dead?
my gosh,
That's
let
just
me
called
do-
stalking.
You just got so loud for a second and my microphone doesn't know what to
Sorry,
do.
headphone users. That was friggin' hilarious. Like,
Can you ghost someone if they're not dead? Oh, that's called stalking. Oh my goodness. Okay, so
haunt someone. Not,
did I say stalk?
You said ghost someone. Like, you can definitely do that. I've been ghosted my whole life.
You have a boyfriend.
Well, yeah, up until now.
Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna actually do
Yes,
the
our
exit
outro.
now.
Thank you so much for listening to the Horror Slumber Party podcast.
Follow us on Instagram at Horror Slumber Party Podcast.
And follow us on Twitter at...
Party_horror. And be sure to send us an email.
Yes, email me.
No, not you. Us. Email us at horror... Not at. The at's not at the beginning of
my
emails.
goodness.
horrorslumberparty@gmail.com. We want to hear your ghost stories.
Yeah, like, honestly, send us anything. I love ghost stories if you were a part of a crime, which is actually very scary. But, you know, maybe not. I mean, I don't know, like, in that situation.
If you're okay talking about it.
Like, literally, if y'all want to send us personal stories, like, we'll share them, we'll give you credit. Like, that's awesome.
Or we won't share them if you just want to email us stuff. That's fine
that's
too.
true. Like, if you, yeah. Or if you want to send it anonymously, like, you don't want us to say, like give you credit, then, you know, you can.
Yeah.
But anyways,
thank you
we're
for
gonna
listening to our
peace
worldwide podcast. It's us,
Wow.
Pitbull.
And remember that Teddy Roosevelt will be staring at you. Good night and scary dreams.
Bye.